What up? Jeff here with all my Bitcoin Renegades, and we're back, guys. We are live, we're back, and everything is good. What I have to do is change all this stuff back around the way that it was, so that, here we go. We can have everything nice and neat. And I need to make this bigger. Sorry, guys, I got a community guidelines violation. I guess you cannot live stream WWE even after it ended, because those matches already happened earlier. And I thought since they already happened and it wasn't live, that I would still be able to do that. So this is still the same video. We're just continuing it. They just gave me a warning, so I'm not getting a strike. If I get a strike, then I get banned for a week on YouTube, which, I mean, that is ridiculous. I put so much effort into this, and all I did was have WWE on there. So whatever, though, it is what it is. They got me. I guess you can't do that. Someone had to have told on me. That's what happened. So one of the viewers turned me in. So whatever, though, guys. That's whatever. That's part of life sometimes, I guess. I don't know. All right. Just reset. Everything's okay. No more of that stuff. I hope you guys come back and hang out with me now. I'm sorry that happened. I did not intend for that to happen, guys. I really apologize for that. So, yeah, just please forgive me for that. Okay, well, I probably won't be able to get that back. Oh, are you kidding me? So, yeah, I'm not going to be able to get it back either now, because it just did that. Come on, what is going on here? Oh my gosh, guys. I'm going to get so mad. My phone isn't working now. Yeah, and they just erased that thumbnail. Okay, where do I have it downloaded at? I know I have it downloaded somewhere. Where's my live stream? Okay, there it is. Oh, the one below it. Hold on. Yeah, it had 17 views. This was a good video, too. I'm so mad about it. And they won't even let me look at it either to, like, get the thumbnail that was on there. Hopefully I still have the thumbnail up. Because I'm just going to put the same thumbnail. It wasn't any of the things on the video or the description or anything. It was only having that live. And I guess somebody said something about it. I guess, I don't know. It's weird. Really, really weird. It's not your guys' fault. Don't think I'm blaming none of you guys. You guys are the homies that are watching it with me. I'm glad you're here. We're going to have to do new chats, though, guys, because everything is gone. Yeah, we're back. So basically, they gave me a warning, and they said, don't do it again. They didn't give me a strike, thank God, or else they would have banned me for a week. So thank you guys for sticking with me through this. This is a learning curve right here, because I've just started doing live streams, and I've done WWE content before, but never a live like SummerSlam and like live streamed it. So I guess you can't do that. I won't do it again. Okay, I know now. Just like it's not that big of a deal to me. I don't want to be in trouble, from stuff like that. So. Guys, please hit the like button. Smash the like buttons up to all-time highs. Subscribe to the channel if you're not. And I am going to put in the comments if we get 20 concurrent viewers, the best question asked to me about crypto will win 3K BTC Satoshis. And, oh, not hashtag K, 3K. And if somehow we hit 30, I will give, hold on, I'm going to give a lot. If we hit 30, I'm going to give $10. No, $8. $8. So to the best comment. So no joke. If we actually get big, if we put a 0 on this concurrent viewers right here, and we get 30 people, I will give the winner $8 in Bitcoin. Maybe 10. I might feel real generous, but for right now, we'll just say we hit 30. I will give $8 instead of 3K Satoshis. So let's get it. We can get 30 people here. Yeah, no problem. Satoshis. But at least we can get 20. Okay, now let's pin this up here. Oh, are you serious? Okay, I didn't know that, bro. See, I didn't know anything about the guidelines violations. If I would have even thought about that, I would not have even done it. Like, I don't risk stuff like that. You know, the only reason that if I risk something like that is because I don't know that I did it. Guys, make sure you smash up them like buttons to let the algorithm know that this is actually good content and we're not just, you know, showing WWE. At least you guys got to watch the whole match before they kicked it off, so it isn't like anything bad happened. I don't know. Sorry about that, everybody. Okay, I'm just gonna delete this video. I don't even know if it'll let me delete it. Nope, it won't. What is that? Yeah, no, it won't even let me look at it anymore. So, oh well. Guys, let's go back into the Bitcoin price. Let's see what this is doing real quick while we're all waiting for people to come back from Express Crypto. Have we broke out of this ascending triangle yet? That's the question. No, but we've turned it a nice shade of green right here. See that? We're starting to go up now. So everything's looking good. Look, the price is going up. If we break out of the top of this ascending triangle at like 49.5, then I think we can continue even further. Actually, I think that is a little bit lower. It looks like about 49.2. Why did I say 49.5 earlier? 49.5 is like way up here. So I don't know. It looks like exactly 49.3. So if we break 49.3, get all the way up here to 50,000, and we break this barrier right here, I think we can go all the way up to like 54. All the way up here. And before we have any more resistance. So this big area right here just needs to get blasted on. We almost broke out of it right here, but not quite. So that's what we're looking at. We have another possible head and shoulders forming, though. That's the thing. You know, the head, a shoulder, and then we could have another shoulder over here. So we just need to be careful and keep our eyes on that. We do not want these head and shoulders, and actually you could even say a smaller head and shoulders right here and right here. And then if we have a smaller one over here, you know, so we need to be careful. Head and shoulders patterns don't really matter in a bull market, though. You're going to get them anyway, but they aren't going to be as devastating as in, like, say, a bear market or the end of a bull market, right? Because head and shoulders patterns, you know, just kind of go with the market. So they can be bad, but a lot of the times in a bull market, they end up not even playing out. So just don't be worried about it. I guess I can't show you guys WWE live streams anymore. That sucks. I thought that was a good idea. I was gonna continue to do that. I was gonna do like UFC. I was gonna rent pay-per-view. I'm paying for it. So why can't I broadcast it? I'm not getting money from you guys for it. It's not like I'm selling it to people, right? That's what doesn't really make a whole lot of sense to me in that aspect. That's okay. I don't know if anybody's even going to come back over from Express Crypto now. Yeah. Hey, everybody. It's back on. Where else should I tell people about it? Oh well, I'm just gonna go along with the live stream. We're gonna look at some of the news, but this is good in the 4 hour. We never did look at the 1 hour. Let's go into that and see, and then maybe even into the 15 minutes and just see what's going on. I would really like to have a definitive answer. But look at the. You can see the ascending triangle a lot better here. This is definitely an ascending triangle, but look at that head and shoulders pattern right there. It definitely broke the neckline and then went down. But not too bad. But I see a big ascending triangle right here, right? And so if we break up, which is exactly this line right here at 49,322, and then we can get above this line right here at 50,000, we're good to go. So everything that I'm seeing on the 4 hour, I also see here. Let's look at the 15-minute, see if we see something, I don't know, different, fun, funky, fresh. Yeah, no, I don't really see anything too funky fresh. That was definitely a head and shoulder, inverse head and shoulders right here. So let's see. 1, a 2, a 3. Okay. Well, then it would have to break the neckline of right here. And it looks like it didn't. It looks like it broke down. But we could have another one forming right here. And then if we go, up a little bit and then down, but not as quite far down, boom, and then we will blast off. Because look, we just have to break this neckline right here. If we get another one created and we break this neckline at 49,200, we're going to blast off all the way up to 54. So that's what I see happening for Bitcoin in the near term future. I want to check out the questions. Who got questions? I know I wasn't looking at the comments, guys. I wish I couldn't see the comments in the screen at the same time. I should have been looking at that. I should have been looking at the comments and not the screen of WWE. I didn't even realize that. It's irritating me a little bit that I did that. But it's my fault, not your guys'. So, who is Satoshi Nakamoto? Well, he is the pseudonym for the creator of the Bitcoin blockchain. He is the man, the myth, the legend. He is the one who had the idea, the vision, and the strategy to carry out what Bitcoin has become. He is the creator and the founder of Bitcoin. He is the man. He is maybe many men. He might be a woman. He might be many women. He might be a man, a woman, and a dog. I don't know. Nobody knows who he is. So we can speculate all we want. But in the end, Satoshi Nakamoto is a boss, and that's all that matters. Oh man, see, I already lost my drink. Okay, I gotta go find a drink. I'll be right back. Ooh, I almost spilled big time there. And that was almost a disaster. I'm glad everybody's here, and Suresh Thien, I'm really glad you're here. I really thank Athedos Nobody for and everybody who informed me and was trying to save me from getting that violation. I wish I was looking at the thing because you guys were like shouting at me, hey, next time that happens, DM me on Twitter, because whenever I get DM'd on Twitter, it makes my phone vibrate, and then I have to look exactly at it. But don't take advantage of that, because I'll turn the notification off. But every now and again, like if it's an emergency, that's the best way to get a hold of me. Or if you really need to get a hold of me, on Twitter, or if you send a comment to one of my YouTube videos, it gets my phone like that, and because I don't turn the notifications off on certain things. So if you need to get my attention immediately, that's the two ways to do it: Twitter or YouTube comments, because it, boom. Yeah, that's the way that we'll be able to successfully communicate in a predicament like we were in earlier, because it's a community. What happens, if I lose my channel, we lose our way to spend time and hang out and share experiences, and me helping people with money. I like to give people money, especially good people with good hearts. Like, I think a lot of good people are poor. For some reason it works out that way. People with good hearts and good, they treat the world and people very well. It seems to be that it's mainly poor people. And the richer you are, the worse that you treat people. I'm not saying that's true with everybody, but in my life, I've noticed that the people with the least money are the most kind. So, hey man, what's up, Shankar? Man, good to see you. We just got kicked off of a live stream, but we're back, and we're back in force, baby. What we're doing, look up here at the pinned comment. That's what we're doing. We're hanging out. If we get 20 concurrent viewers, the best question asked to me about crypto will win 3,000 Bitcoin Satoshis. That's supposed to be Satoshis. And if somehow we hit 30 concurrent viewers, we will give $8 instead of 3K Satoshis, which is actually about 3 times the amount of 3K Satoshis. So we will be giving away a lot of Satoshis. I think it's about 10K Satoshis, maybe more. But yeah, think of some good stuff to ask me. I know there was good questions in the last video, and that's all you have to do is think of a good question about cryptocurrency to ask me, and you could possibly win $8 in Bitcoin right now. So soon to hit 100,000. Yeah, Bitcoin, I don't know if it's soon. If you count, let's see, we're in August, so we got September, October, November. This is when we're going to start seeing major, maybe in October, but in November, that's when we're going to see major shifts in the Bitcoin market. And we're going to have the biggest FOMO wave that you have ever seen in your life. It's going to make your head spin if you're not prepared for it, because it's going to happen so quickly. I'm going to have a buy order, like I said, set up at like the $100,000 level. And as soon as it hits that point, it's going to wick up and then right back down. And I'm going to make one of the best sales, and I'm going to show it to you guys afterwards. Now, I don't know if it's going to happen perfectly or not, but I'm going to try my best to have all my Bitcoin at a $100,000 sell order. And as soon as it wicks up there, boom, that order goes through. I'm going to make sure that it's a maker order, right? So that it'll cost me a little bit more, but it will go right away. So when it wicks up to the 100,000, I don't have to wait. That it does it immediately. Yeah, it's probably going to cost me like 40, 50 bucks to do that, but I'm probably going to gain another $5,000 or so by being able to do that. If not, I'll probably end up only being able to sell it at 80,000 instead of 100,000 like I want to. So, of crypto, soon your channel will grow. I do. That's what I want you guys to let me know, what ones you want me to do TA of, because that's what I've been doing, technical analysis of Bitcoin mainly. That's the thing. I've really been doing Bitcoin. We did it earlier in this video, and we did it in the last one and the last one. A lot of my videos that I do TA with Bitcoin, they don't do as well when it's just Bitcoin, depending on my title. But our channel is more about like community. I think people are looking for a place to belong. I think people are looking for a nice, YouTuber that isn't just trying to fill his own pockets, that actually cares about his community. I think that's what YouTube needs. I think that's what we need as a community. A place where we can hang out and not worry about, somebody pretending to be crypto, Bitcoin Renegade. That's going to happen anyway, but I'm just saying, for the most part, this is a, legit community. We haven't had any scammers so far. I'm not saying that can't happen. Look on the 15. Man, we have this ascending triangle on every single level, and on the 15-minute level, it's the most pronounced. As you see, we just bounced off the bottom of it here, and if we can break, like I said, to the top here, it's 49.3. I know that now. 49.3. If we can break 49.3, then we're going to go all the way up and test this, which is, 50,000. And then once we test the $50,000 level and we break above that and break above these boxes, right? This little box that I drew here, it's not as good. I don't know how the people get the other ones up there. I'm going to have to learn more about TA. But you get rid of this area, you get above 50,000, go to about 50,500. We break out of this area that's been holding us back, that has so many, oh, well, you can't really see on the 15-minute, but it has a lot of resistance. Let's go out to the daily and just show you. It has been having tons of resistance on the way up and on the way down. So that's just something that you got to look for. Right here. So we've had tons of resistance all the way up, and we had resistance back here at this level, right? As we were going down, boom, we bounced off this level to go up. And I don't think that the bull market was over after this. Yes, we did have a lower high, but I think this was just a reset in the market, and I think it had to do with the Bitcoin, the tweet of Elon Musk, and also a reset in the market. And I think, like I said, what I showed you guys earlier, this is how I thought the price of Bitcoin was going to go if Elon Musk did not say that Tesla wasn't accepting Bitcoin anymore. I think it probably would have went a little bit sideways for a while. I think we would have had a dip, and then I think we probably would have, kind of consolidated sideways for a little while, and then ultimately down here like this and to where we are now. So that's about what I think it would have done. And it would, it would have looked downs and ups, downs and ups, downs and ups. And then maybe this would look a little bit different than that, because that's a little bit, weird looking, but it would have went something like that. And then boom, just blasted back up, and here we are. So either way we get here, whether we go all the way down, reset, imagine if we would have went this route and we're at the same place, except we didn't go all the way down to 30,000. Imagine how hard it would be to get to higher levels after this. Imagine how we would have to scrape, claw, scratch, and do whatever it took to get to higher levels. Now, we reset the world. We reset the RSI. We reset everything. We reset the money. And look, there has not been a lot of volume since, and we are just growing. When the volume starts coming in, that's when things are going to really happen. And hopefully we get a big green volume. And then boom, once we break out of there, guys, once we get this huge volume in, we could literally raise $10,000 in one day and go back up to $58,000, $59,000, $60,000 right now. You realize that could happen one day, right? Not saying that's what's going to happen right now, but that can happen with Bitcoin. Like these crazy pumps. That's all we need, is a reset to just blast off. Then we will have another reset. So blast off. And then another reset. Wait, what is that? And then another reset. Blast off and another reset. Blast off and a reset, and then down. So we are going to end up going down after the end of the bull market. That's one thing I'm not going to lie to you about. There is going to be a top. There is always a top. This is right around where I think the top is going to be, though, right here. 100, oh, I already drew it right here. This is where I think it's going. 112,000. It's actually on this dot right here, on this end. $112,000. That's where I think it's going to go. And we'll see. We have till the end of the year to find out what it's going to do. And yeah, I can't wait to see. I can't wait to find out what's going on. So check this out, guys. I really wanted to share this with you earlier, and we didn't talk about it. Vine's co-founder is making playable video games as Ethereum NFTs. Say what? A playable video game? No, that's not possible. No, it is. Subdrive will serve up a video game NFTs that you can actually play, with each edition possibly looking or playing different than the rest. That's freaking cool. A playable NFT. There'll be playable original video games, and varying editions may look or play different than the others. That is pretty cool. In-game items sold as NFTs on Axie Infinity, but never actual in a little video game. I thought that was pretty interesting to show you. So, let's. Oh, we're back up at 49,000 on Bitcoin. Is that what we're doing? We're at 49K. Wow. Hopefully, we can get this video up to at least 20 viewers. I want to give away some Satoshis here, guys. So let's get 20 people online. What is Pup Doge doing right now? Did it come back up? Sorry, I need to check on my money here. Did they do anything? Nope, it went down. Oh, it did go up in the BNB. I mean, I just don't know. I'm going to hold it, and hopefully one day it goes back up. But for now, I still only have $6 worth, so $7 worth. Oh, let's look at Alchemy Pay again, guys. Look at this thing. This is what I was showing you guys earlier. This is Alchemy Pay. Be connected globally. World's first hybrid crypto and fiat payment gateway. So this is the easiest way to turn your crypto into fiat, depending on where you live in the world. 65 countries and regions and 300 plus payment gateways. I was telling you guys about this in a video before. You can check that out if you want. It's an Alchemy Pay video that I did. Not the last one. I actually didn't go into the paper, but the one I did before that I did. So, yeah, check those out. They're pretty cool. Our token, ACH tokens are used to pay any fees related to the Alchemy Pay platform. And it's a good investment. Not financial advice, but it's done pretty good so far. So, but let's look at the price. What is it doing? Is it still sitting at 10 cents? Let's refresh this. It was at 10.16. Okay, 10.15. Not bad. So it stayed the same. It hasn't gone down a lot, but it hasn't also gone up a lot either. So, yeah, people also watch Digibyte. Look at Digibyte up 10%. Wait, what is this up 90%? Putin coin? Putin coin? Okay, whatever that is. I've never heard of such a thing. Coinbase Exchange, HCH, USD. Okay. Look at the volume, most on Coinbase. Boy, Gate.io. Okay. Low confidence on Hoboy Global. Okay. Recently, liquidity. Okay, guys. Look at this. It's up 21%. That's why I like telling you about these coins. So wait for a dip and buy it. Not financial advice. And I didn't tell you to buy it. I mean, that's what I am going to do. So, yeah, pretty fun. Alchemy Pay, guys. This is the next Anchor type deal. I think it might even be better than Anchor because of the project that it has. So this is definitely one to keep an eye on, and it blasts off at no time too. So when you're that's the coins that I want. The coins that I want to hold, the ones that just blast off. Because if you have a sell order at the blast off level that it only goes to for a second, then you can sell at a high price. That's how you do it. So look, it's on 20,843 watch lists. This is a coin market cap. 397 exchanges. Oh, that's all of it though. That's not just this. Look at the Gwei. What up, Gwei? You okay, Gwei? Let's look at coin market cap. What's going on here? Bitcoin rallies ahead of 50K resistance. We talked about this earlier on the last live stream, but yeah, look at this. tweeted that Coinbase will invest 10% of all of its profit in crypto. I don't know if I talked about that on my video earlier, but that's amazing. Yeah, I think I did, the one that I actually published. So I think we don't need to talk about that again. But let's go into XRP now. Okay, look at Bitcoin sitting good at 49,000. Let's go in and look at XRP and see exactly where it sits. Okay, we're looking at $1.23, so it hasn't moved a whole lot. It did go down all the way to, let's see, $1.18, and then $1.09 it looks like there, and then boom, we've been above it ever since. So yeah, you know, XRP is looking really good. We are having lower highs, but we are having higher lows. So I really think that XRP needed a cool off period, and it had it. So I think we can continue higher now. I think that it has a lot of volume, but not a lot of volume. So all the crucial levels, it's still above. So we do have a head and shoulders pattern forming right here on XRP right this very second on the daily, and that does not look good for XRP. Look at that. Whoa, I don't like it at all. So if we break this neckline right there, then we are going to go down all the way to here, to 96 cents. That could drop a lot, guys. So we'll go back to basically below the neck, or basically it looks like the bottom of the neck, right? So yeah, it looks like if we break down, we're going to go to the bottom of the neck, unfortunately. So, but look where it'll be. It'll bounce right off of the 200-day moving average. So hopefully that doesn't happen, and XRP, you know, doesn't tank. And if it does, I'm just gonna buy at 84 cents. I'm gonna have a buy order. Actually, I might even do a long at 84 cents. You know, because if we bounce off of whatever this line is gonna be at, yeah, 84 cents. That is support right there. So basically, if you put well, I can't leverage trade, but I'm gonna move out of the US one day maybe, and then I can leverage trade, and then I can become a millionaire. Because if I leverage trade with XRP on this resistance right here, or the support, I mean, there's no way you could lose putting a long in right there, you know, unless it breaks down. But yeah, that's probably not gonna happen. So I would definitely put, you know, something right there, a buy order or something, you know, whatever I could. So. Okay, but that's what I see on the daily. And on the daily, that's kind of bad if that breaks down. So hopefully we don't go lower than that. It's kind of a funky looking one, but it is nonetheless. I mean, you could get a little bit closer and look at it. Yep, you got your head, you got your right shoulder, you got your left shoulder, okay? So, and then you got your neckline right here. And it's the neckline, and it doesn't look that great, but that is what it is. So, yeah, XRP, be careful. Now let's go look at Ethereum. Hopefully Ethereum's looking good, because Bitcoin's looking good. Bitcoin has a continuation pattern. So, as far as you ask me, Bitcoin's looking healthy. Bitcoin is going to keep moving to the upside. Now, we also have, two different things here. We have an ascending triangle, okay? Because it looks like it wants, and that's on the daily. That's pretty cool. We have an ascending triangle on the daily on Ethereum, right? And then, yeah. Ascending triangle on the daily, but if we're not careful, let's move this. Let's move this. Let's move, I don't even know what that is. Okay, let's just move all of this out of here. Come on, guys. Get out of here, please. I don't even know what that's doing there. Look at that. This descending triangle broke to the upside. Look at that. When I showed you the descending triangle, It broke to the upside, and then look, it blasted off up. Pretty cool, huh? I didn't even notice that. Dude, that was amazing. I didn't notice that one before, but yeah, it did. Look, as soon as it burst up above there, we went all the way up here. But yeah, so what I want to show you is this head and shoulders pattern right here. I don't like it, but well, it might not even be. It is though. I think here's the one head, here's the shoulder, and here's the other shoulder right there. So we got the head. God, that looks horrible. Hold on. We have the head, which is kind of all over the place now, but whatever, dude. Yeah, the head and then the shoulder. So we need to be careful. If we break this neckline right here, we're toast. Dang it, why does it go up like that? But yeah, you know what I mean. This area right here is not a circle, but it's an area right there. Man, that is so bad. What the heck, man? It's like, no, one line from there to there. Okay, there we go. Whatever. Okay, that's what it'll look like. If it breaks down below this point, then we can see it probably go right back down to like right here, 2,700. Not good, not good at all. So nothing like that in Bitcoin, at least I don't think. Let's go back and look. I might have missed it. Where's regular Bitcoin? Right here. Hopefully I didn't miss the head and shoulders pattern in the Bitcoin chart on the daily. No, see the one I said that could form right here, but we could also form an inverse head and shoulders on the daily too. If you want to say this is the head, this is a shoulder, well, if we have another shoulder down here, we're going to skyrocket up. So either way, whether we go up or we go down, we're still going to continue with this bull market, guys. So no matter which way we go, we're healthy and we're going to continue this market. So we're good to go. Like there's nothing on this chart on Bitcoin that makes me worried or makes me think that we're going to have a reversal anytime soon or that this bull market is coming to an end. There is nothing here showing me that. Now, I do see a head and shoulders pattern forming here. We got our head right here. We got our shoulder right here, right? But we don't have the other one yet. So we'll see what's happening. But we also have the inverse one right here. So this one's actually, you know, we could say that it formed already. So, oh yeah, look at this. Here's the head, here's a shoulder, and here's a shoulder. So it already did, oh, I already did that earlier, yeah. So, but now we have an ascending triangle right here on the 4 hours. So things are looking good. Everything that I see in Bitcoin is looking good, but Ethereum and XRP, they're both looking like they might try to reverse soon. So hopefully Bitcoin can carry them out of that. And value that head and shoulders pattern so that we don't have to deal with that. What else? We did Bitcoin, we did Ethereum, we did XRP. Now let's go in and start looking at the questions and see if we have enough people here. Dang it, we don't have 20 people here. If we get 20 concurrent people, we're giving away crypto. I want to give away crypto. Okay, let's start with the questions now. Right. Yeah, I think Bitcoin could reach 100,000 by, like I said, about December, maybe November if we're lucky. Siddhartha Roy, hey, dude. I already typed the comment with the question in the other video. Don't want to post it again. Yeah, so I can't. I'm sorry, I can't go back into that other video and post it again. Sorry. If I could, I would. I don't remember what the question was, though. Thank you for being part of this, though. I apologize for everything that happened. I didn't know that was going to happen, so I guess I'm supposed to know this. That's the thing. 100 want an alternative currency and specifically cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin. That's a very good question right there. They want it because there's a lot of different reasons. From a government level, like they don't want to feel like they're being controlled by a government for one. And that's the thing about government money. Yeah, it's safe, but it's losing its value. When something is so safe, but it's losing its value, we look for something else. We want something that's going to be for everybody, but it can also make anybody rich if they are smart and they invest their time wisely. That's the thing. When they become investors in crypto, it gives them a sense of self-worth. And then when they start making money, they were poor people, mind you. This is a poor people revolution that can actually become wealthy. And that's the thing. Every single one of you watching this video now, or when it uploads, or in 10 years from now, you are going to have a choice to make. And that choice is, do I want to keep my regular money? Do I want to keep the regular financial system that I have? Or do I want to move on to a better system? Or do I want to see if it's a better system? Do I want to participate in this system with other people? And it takes money from a government and it puts it into the hands of the people. And then instead of dividing and separating, like happens with governments and money, and this money goes here, this money goes there, so you're dividing people into groups and putting them into sections. Well, with crypto, that takes those groups and brings them together instead of separating. This brings people together, and then we can all decide as a community, as together, if this works for us. And if not, that's why you have hard forks, that they want to change the crypto. But that's a community and they should have the choice. Now, if we're going to print $600 million or $6 trillion, now that should be not a government decision, but a people decision. Because ultimately, who does it affect, the government or the people? Right? So it affects both of them. Well, if it affects both government and people, then shouldn't both the government and people make decisions on how it benefits and how it should run and how it should work? Instead of them just deciding in the House, we're going to tax, $50 billion on crypto industry, instead of asking the people, hey, do you think we should tax $50 million or $50 billion on the crypto industry? Or what do you think we should do? So that's where we get our want for a different kind of currency that isn't controlled and can't be printed endlessly, and that we can have access to, even as poor, as rich, as middle class, everybody. It's for everybody. And that's the thing. Governments and currencies that way are only for the rich and the elite. And you can only, basically be part of the cool kids club or whatever, if you're a politician or, in cahoots with the governments, right? So this is a way to give power back to us and to give us control over our finances. And that's what it does. Cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, that is if we only had cryptocurrencies other than Bitcoin, you couldn't say, well, this is a foundational stone right here. Bitcoin, it was the first one, but it did it good, and it did it right, and it did it well, and it lasts. It ages well, let's say, like a wine. Bitcoin ages very well, right? It was worth a couple cents. Now it's worth $50,000. Isn't that the kind of thing that you want to age well? The US dollar doesn't age very well, right? Back when I was young, you could buy something for, I remember going to the store and buying 5-cent candies, penny candies. I remember penny candies. You can't buy anything for a penny anymore. People don't even want to take a penny. Now, if you come to anything less than like a nickel, we don't want nothing to do with it. Now, crypto, we got Satoshis. Now, a Satoshi is way less than a nickel. It used to be, when Bitcoin was at $10,000, Satoshi was worth 1/100th of a penny at $10,000, which means 100 Bitcoin Satoshis equaled $1 at a $10,000 level. So pretty cool. You could divide it down. That means, who said a penny wasn't worth money? Well, our society. That's who said. Right? So that's another reason we're giving power of the money back to the people. Right? Because people shun their nose at coins. Right? And then when we have a pandemic, they beg us for coins. Right? It doesn't, we have a weird society and it runs weird. So, the reason that I say that is that it puts the money in the hands of the individual and not the companies, the government. And that's why I think people are going to flock to it. That gives them so much control, and especially those people who don't like banks in the first place. That is a huge point. that I'm going to make. There are so many people, Antifa, whatever those government groups, I shouldn't even say that kind of stuff. I really hope I don't get another strike. There's certain groups in the world, not just the one that I just said, but more, and illegal groups that make everybody look bad, and that use money for bad, stupid things. And so we can't let people like that take over. And what we have to do as a, community, is not let things like that happen. And how do we do that? Well, we take control over our financial situations and our own lives by becoming financially free. And how we do that is through things like Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. And you can start out with nothing. That's the thing. Like when it was at $10,000, you could have started out with like $300. And if you bought $300 worth of Bitcoin, say in May of 2020, and you dollar cost average in $100 every 2 weeks. So let's see, $300 and then $200 a month after that, May. Let's say 1 year, that's 12 months, $2,400 plus your 3, that's $2,700. So basically you put about $2,700 into the market over a year. Okay, and the 300. So that money right now would be worth almost 5 times that much. So if you would have put 300, then 200 a month, your $2,700 would not quite have been worth 5 times as much. So you would have had $13,500 if you would have just put $300 in last year and $100 every 2 weeks. That's how you can become rich. Just keep doing it. Just keep putting $300 in on the dips, put $100 every 2 weeks. Do that for 4 years. Not financial advice. You'll become a millionaire. Guarantee you. I think I'm going to do it. That is, I'm going to follow my own advice. I'm just going to start working my butt off. Hopefully, if I get a lot of money coming in from YouTube, I can buy a couple $100 worth of Bitcoin a week. And then I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to show you the dollar cost average and what I have in there now. 0.24 Bitcoin. I want to get at least 1 full Bitcoin. That was my goal. I never wanted to say that. Ever since I saw Cowboys of Crypto and his journey to 1 Bitcoin, I just don't like, my channel is a little bit of everything that I've seen on YouTube made my own way, but I don't like to straight up copy people. I heard his journey to 1 Bitcoin, and that was basically what I've been doing since last year, is my journey to get 1 full Bitcoin. And that's what I was telling my family, everybody, I need to get at least 1 Bitcoin. That is what I want to have before Bitcoin. I said before Bitcoin goes back up to 20,000. This is when it was at 10,000, and we'd never seen higher than 20 before. Last year, 1 year ago today, I told everybody, I'm like, I just want 1 Bitcoin. If I can get 1 Bitcoin, I'll double my money. I'll turn whatever this $10,000 Bitcoin is, I'll double it. We'll go back to 20,000. Little did I know that was the smartest thing that I ever did. And that money that I put in at first was only a couple $100, but then I got a car accident settlement at the perfect time. Well, not at the perfect time. It was at Bitcoin was at about 15,000. So a perfect time would have been March of last year, but we'll just say perfect time. And so I just started putting real money, and doing the surveys, just letting it stack up, not spending it, not giving it away. I would buy Ethereum and other stuff, and then I'd trade Ethereum for BNB or Orchid, and I had a blast, guys. I don't know about you, but when you have 10 different cryptocurrencies in Bitcoin and 8 of them are doing good and your Bitcoin is really high, that is some of the best feeling in the world, guys. This guy got me on a tangent with that question, but I love it. I love questions like that. It really gets me going. Can we able to gain money from cryptocurrency from small amount of investment, like $10? You sure can. So there is a way that you do this, right? And this is what I was just talking about. I started out with $100, right? And it wasn't $100 all at once. It was $5 here, $10 there, $25 from the Coinbase Earn. Then I did a couple of surveys and on Express Crypto. Then I did some on what is that big one called? It's right here. Cointoply. I did them on Cointoply, and I got like $6 in Bitcoin and $5 in Dogecoin. And so what you do, not financial advice, guys, you just take your $10 and you make sure it's not the $10 you need for your sandwich for school or your dinner, but take $10 that is completely out of your mind. You're going to take this $10 like you just burn it up, right? Only money that you have extra, and take that $10 and you put it into Bitcoin, right? At a dip. And then what you do is you wait until the next time you get $10. And then you keep doing the same thing and keep doing the same thing, right? Forget about that money. Like some people would say, go put it in the envelope, and that would do just as fine, but you won't gain money that way. You will keep your money, but you won't gain money like Bitcoin. If you put $10 in Bitcoin once a week or even once a month for, well, not once a month, that would only be $120 a year. But if you're really, really poor, once a month. Try to do $10 once a week if you're poor, or just you don't have the money, to spend, or whatever your situation is. Whatever amount you can put in without pulling out, let's just say that, and do it every single week. Well, over time, you're going to be able to put more in because you see the value. So instead of putting $10 in, well, you're going to cut back on something now. You're like, I'm going to put 15 a week in, and I'm not going to have that extra ice cream sandwich, or I'm not going to go see that extra movie. I'm going to just go take a nap at home instead. Let's put that extra $5 in Bitcoin. Well, then over time, there is no way you're going to lose money. None. So that's what I say for that, for sure. Small amount invest, and that's the only way you can do it. If you're putting money that you need for anything, and then you're going to take out of there, you'll never make money, and with a small amount of money ever. The only way you can do that is with dollar cost averaging. Okay. Well, I think we need a project a lot like Flare is doing. We need a cross bridge, interconnected blockchain universe, guys. And I don't know how they can do this. This is just my idea. We need somehow, not like a side chain, we need a way to figure out how to integrate all the blockchains into one system. And I don't know if they can do it with smart contracts, with one system, or if they're just going to have to use like Binance Smart Chains, Ethereum, and just here to here to here to here. But they need to make one. Okay, say you have all of Bitcoin, Ethereum as like highways, right? You need off ramps and on ramps, right? But what you need to do is you need to get one super highway, right, that runs down all of them, right? And then you have the exits. So you can have this one super highway that connects Cardano with Ethereum, with Bitcoin, and that's what I think would be the most beneficial. I don't know how they would do that with the current technology that we have right now. If you're talking about things that we do have right now, then I would say smart contracts are the biggest thing that are going to change the way that we see money in our financial system in the first place. And having smart contracts put on Cardano, that is why the price has raised exponentially. And the reason that is, what a smart contract is it's basically any item can be contracted and put on the internet and put on a blockchain. And that way it, like a piece of art, a business, a residence, a car, what else? An airplane, any kind of monetary thing, even gold, a store of gold you could put on the blockchain in bundles, like say five bars of gold. And then you put it on a smart contract, right? So this gold gets wrapped up in a smart contract that's tied to, it would be obviously a digital gold, but you could have this digital gold tied up with a smart contract, and that's what's going to be the future of crypto. Because with smart contracts, then you can have these super highways, and you can connect Ethereum with this, and NFTs, and that's why we have all these different things. And that's what's really going to innovate crypto, is being able to interchange crypto and interchange blockchains quickly and efficiently on a mass level. And I don't think we've been able to do that successfully yet. And that is one of the big things that's holding crypto back, in my opinion. I really think that that's what we need to do, is find a way to connect the blockchains on a better level without paying so many fees. Because fees that you pay on each level, like when you try to exchange something from BNB, like say to a BEP20 token to an ERC20 token. Okay, you sometimes, and then to Bitcoin. Say you want to trade like BNB for something that you can only trade Ethereum to get to Bitcoin, right? So now you have to go through BNB to Ethereum, and then from Ethereum over to Bitcoin. And each time that you do that, you're going to have to pay a fee. We need something to cut that middleman out, to be able to go from straight from, a BEP20 token to Ethereum to Bitcoin all in one feature. Now, if there's already something like this, I would like to know about it. And there probably is. And it's probably one of these tokens that I don't know about. Like Matic. I know Matic is like or is that engine coin? Matic. I think it's Matic that's like a side chain for Ethereum, and it basically made the transaction speed faster and the fees lower. So we need stuff more like that. We need more Matic. And I hope Ethereum 2.0 is going to get rid of a lot of those problems, because when Ethereum's up like this, guys, are we seeing high gas fees already? I mean, I already see it coming. If we're not right now, we are going to have some serious gas fees coming. Man, that's something that we have to get rid of as well. And so, what new innovative feature can make a new dominating crypto? It would have to be all of those things combined. If you could get a new crypto that came out and it had interoperability with all of the other cryptos, it was able to interoperability with smart contracts and DeFi, and if it was able to, what was the last thing that I was just saying? If it is able to interchange between Bitcoin, Ethereum, and all of that on a mass level really quickly, then I think that would be a dominating crypto. And it has to, of course, interact with DeFi. It would have to be able to interact with all of them. That would be the only way. And it would have to have a strong community. Community comes first. And if a dominating crypto doesn't have a good community behind it and good developers, that is another main thing. It has to have really good developers, and they have to stick with the project. They have to have a good roadmap, a good white paper, and stick with it, and a good team. And then there you go. You have the best crypto, and that's why Bitcoin is amazing. That's why Ethereum is amazing. I mean, we don't have like a champion in Bitcoin like we do with Ethereum. We don't have a Vitalik Buterin with Bitcoin. We do have Satoshi Nakamoto, but he's not a real person. It isn't like a Vitalik Buterin that is like this really skinny nerdy guy that's kind of cool, but also doesn't have a bad reputation and doesn't hurt the price of Ethereum. So that's what it would need. It would need like a good founder, it would need a good community, it would need all those things that I stated before. What is Satoshi Bitcoin? How is it different from Bitcoin? Oh, are you talking about Satoshi SV? Bitcoin SV? Satoshi Vision? So that's just a hard fork from Bitcoin, bro. The community sometimes doesn't always agree on everything, and when the Bitcoin community disagrees, they really disagree, and they really disagree, guys. That's the thing. So it's like a democracy in action, right? So there's nodes, and then there's the community that can vote. And so you have a community of nodes, and they're basically the decision makers for the blockchain. And a lot of them didn't agree on the future of Bitcoin, and they wanted to change it. Well, a lot of us, myself included, didn't want to change Bitcoin. I didn't think that it needed to change. I think that it is really brilliant the way that it is designed itself right now. Yes, they do have high fees sometimes. Yes, it is slow transaction speed sometimes. Yes, it can only do a certain amount, of transactions per second. But why do we need to do everything that fast? Okay, yes, in order for it to work and everything, I agree. But what did Satoshi Vision do for it? Is Satoshi Vision worth $50,000 right now? Is Satoshi Vision the one that is, running the industry and a hedge for inflation and all that good stuff? It's not going to be either, so there's a reason for that. Man, I like these questions, man. I hope we get 20 people. I want to reward you guys for this. Because when you ask questions, it really gets me, thinking. And you guys ask some good questions, too. Interblock time difference between Bitcoin and Ethereum. Okay, well, I know that Bitcoin block is mined every 10 minutes, and Ethereum, I don't know. Well, that's a good question. I don't know about Ethereum. I'll tell you guys when I don't know something. I'm not going to just make it up and tell you. So when I say that, yeah, I don't think you think I'm going to make something up and tell you. But I'm just letting you know, I would never just be like, yeah, I know exactly what I'm talking about when I don't. Like, if I guess on something or if I think I know, then I will say it. But if I don't, I don't. Ethereum block speed. So right here, in Bitcoin, the expected block time is 10 minutes, while Ethereum is between 10 and 20 seconds. The block time is adjusted based on difficulty, but they always adjust it to the same time on Bitcoin. So if the hash rate gets harder, it still stays at 10 minutes, but they adjust the rate to make it stay there, right? So if it gets harder, they adjust, they make it easier or whatever. And then if it gets too easy, they make it harder so that it stays at 10 minutes. You see what I'm saying there? That was a good question. I will not answer that question. What do I think is the difference? What is better, Bitcoin or Ethereum? Yeah, I'm not answering that question. That's like your wife asking you if she looks fat in those jeans. You don't answer that. You'll lose it either way on that question. So yeah, I'm not answering that one. Nothing against you. Good question. Just I won't get caught up. I plead the fifth. Physical transaction, the real value of money is asset. Is cryptocurrency the way forward now? It's the only way forward now. Stocks are not doing very good right now. I definitely wouldn't say take all your money out of the stock market. If you've made money in the stocks before, not financial advice, but just keep doing what you're doing. Trust your gut, and paper money's always going to be around for at least the next 100 years because it is so ingrained in society and the way we do business. But things are going to an electronic scale. It's just moving slow. You can't see it over time. You can't see it at once, but you can see it over time. And it will gradually change the way that we do things. And everything is going to eventually be electronic, and paper money will be an artifact that will only be in museums. I'm telling you, it's going to be like freaking, whatever money they used to use, like wooden money, or I don't know, whatever they used to use, some coins that go out of circulation, like stuff like that, rupees, gold. Oh, did I say that? Yeah, gold. Bitcoin is the new gold. So cryptocurrency is going to be that revolution. Now, if that's what it's called in 100 years, who knows? Cryptocurrency. Well, all that means is encrypted currency, right? If you think of the name and you break the name down, cryptocurrency, encrypted money. Think of it that way, encrypted money. And then boom, you have your answer right there. We're going to do about a couple more questions, and then I'm going to call it a night because we've actually been live streaming for well over 2 hours now. The first one just didn't count. We do have 40 playbacks, but we only have 6 concurrent, guys. Let's get 14 people on here in a minute, or if we get up to 25 likes, I'll do it too. So that's 16 more likes or 14 more people. Okay, let's not do that. 10 more likes. If we get it up, no, 11. If we get it to 20 likes or 20 concurrent viewers, I will give $3,000 to the best question, man. Let's get it, guys. We can get 14 more people. Let everybody in Express Crypto know, or smash the like button right now. Return back live. Yeah, I'm thankful that they didn't give me a strike because I would have been gone for a full week. What will be the hot bet within the end of the month? I'm hoping AMP, bro. That's the one that I really am looking forward to it going up. I hold about $500 worth of AMP, and I want it to explode so I can make a nice little profit off of it. So that's what I think. Not financial advice, but for myself. On Bitcoin price, whether it shows a steady trend or another bubble. Well, Bitcoin is always going to be some sort of a bubble in the end. I don't mean it in the traditional sense that you would think. What I mean when I say that, now, don't lose me here, but when I say that Bitcoin is a bubble, I just mean at the top of the peak, we are always going to have a sharp drop down, at least until it gets to higher price ranges, right? Once we start hitting the $500,000, $600,000 level, we are going to have less, sharp dips, but it will always have blow off tops, and we can never stop that. So a bubble kind of says that it's going to be over and never come again. So a bubble, it pops and then it's done, right? So Bitcoin, I wouldn't call it really a bubble in the traditional sense. Yes, it goes up high and yes, it goes low, but it being something that just blows up real big and then explodes and it's done, that's not Bitcoin. So I don't really like people calling it a bubble in that sense, right? In some senses it is a bubble, but in the long term technical sense and from a technical standpoint, it is not a bubble. It is a long term store of value and a store of wealth that many institutions are putting lots and lots of money into. So if you think it's a bubble, well, don't put $3 billion like MicroStrategy then. I'm going to put as much money as I possibly can into Bitcoin. Look what Michael Saylor did. Look at his bet on Bitcoin. And I was buying Bitcoin before Michael Saylor. His average buying price is $24,500. Well, my purchase price before all of that was $10,000. I got in at $8,000, $9,000, $10,000 Bitcoin. I can actually show you the transactions. Actually, I'm going to. How about that? I'm going to show you. I haven't shown anybody this before, but I will show you right now my purchases of Bitcoin at $8,000 or $9,000. I'm not sure. Maybe $10,000? We'll see. I don't remember. It's been a long time, guys. So I want to show you when I bought Bitcoin at a low price about a year ago. And let's look. You will also see some higher purchases. Ooh, look at this. Ooh, I'm going to show you guys. Don't laugh at me here. Okay? I'm showing you guys my super secret shame right now. I'm just kidding. It's not really super secret shame, but where do I want to go? I guess I can just do it right here. All right, guys, let's look at my Bitcoin. All right. And so I bought Bitcoin at what, 45,000? Can you even see that? 45,000. Oh, well. So I'll just read off to you. I bought some at 45,000. I bought some at 39,000, 48,000, 56,000, 59,000, 60,000, 61,000, 62,000. Ooh, 59,000, 54,000, 52,000, 52,000, 52,000, 54,000. I was dollar cost averaging. 54,000, 57,000. Ooh, I bought 1.7. Oh, that's when I sold some Bitcoin. Okay. 48,000, 45,000, 54,000, 33,000, 34,000, 35,000, 36,000, 38,000, 37,000, 40,000, 31,000, 17,000. Now here's where it starts to get good. Okay, this is 17,000. I hope you can see that. 17,000 and 10,000. Okay. And then 17,000, 10,000, 11,000, 11,000, 11,000, 11,000, 10,900, 9,200, 9,090, baby. Look at that. I mean, I had some really good purchase prices on Bitcoin, and I can't show you this on my phone because Coinbase Pro does not let you show these purchases. But if you look at that, I bought Bitcoin at 9,100, 9,200, 9,300, 9,300, 9,500, 9,400. So I never got any at 8,000, but I did get some at $9,096 right there. So, pretty awesome. I did buy more on Coinbase at that time as well. I just was blessed, man. I saw that video, like I told you guys. This was July 2nd, 2020, June 26th, June 18th, June 11th, 2020, June 2nd, and May 31st. That was the first one. And it actually went down after that to 9,000 on July 2nd of 2020. So these were good times, man. I was just buying a lot of Bitcoin at that time, and I bought a bunch of it at 11,000. That was probably my biggest purchases. Was at 11,000. Then I bought some more, a big amount at 17,000, and then another huge amount at 31,000. And then I bought a little bit more at 40,000, a lot more at 40,000, a lot more at 37 and 38, and a lot more at 36, and a lot more at 35. A little bit at 34, 33, 54. I bought just a tiny bit, 45. So I did buy some at the $60,000 level, but it was like $50 worth. It wasn't anything like, I didn't buy $5,000 worth at 60,000. It was like $50 worth. So whatever, it's worth 25 now. It'll go back up. I'm not worried about it. Even now, a $62,000 purchase, I'm not too upset about it. It was dollar cost averaging, right? So, yeah, I just wanted to show you that. Whether state, okay, I already asked that one. Answer that one. Mayor Jason Stewart of Cool Valley, Missouri wants to give every resident. I heard that, bro. But here's the question. May not. Okay. However, what do you think if more places do something like this, and how do you think? Okay. That's a freaking. That's a thinker, bro. So this is a very tricky question, right? So the thing is, we are in the midst of a worldwide Bitcoin adoption right now. And we need to be careful that we don't bring it too fast in the United States because that will bring mass regulation. But I think if they're already going to regulate crypto in the United States, that more places like this need to follow suit. Now, what is a bigger deal to you guys? El Salvador whole country adopting Bitcoin, or one U.S. city giving $1,000 in Bitcoin to every resident? USA given to one resident, right? Yeah, it doesn't control the world, but the USA's market, why do you think the price gets so volatile on Monday morning? That's because the stock market opens. And if the stock market goes down and crashes, Bitcoin is going to follow it. Yeah, it's not tied to the stock market, it's not tied to the US, right? But this affects the entire world. Okay, the stock market, I think, is a good indicator of Bitcoin and how it can be ran worldwide. But America, our news is going to have a bigger effect. So when El Salvador, pretty much a country that everybody has given up on, or I haven't, but I'm saying a lot of people, even that I tell, hey, El Salvador adopted Bitcoin, I hear so. They're a destroyed country. They're a failed experiment of a country. Well, dude, they're people. They live. There's people that live there. There's like human beings that live there and are struggling, and they're trying to find a way for their humans to, survive through a bad financial system, a failed financial experiment. And now the only thing that can help them is this Bitcoin. And it changes things, but it doesn't have as big of an impact as when, say, a mayor of Missouri gives $1,000 in Bitcoin to every citizen, right? That is helping the market go up right now, but it is bigger news than El Salvador, even though El Salvador is actually bigger news than the Missouri thing, if you think about it. But in the aspects of price in the world, it's not. This is bigger news. That's the way our world works. That's the way the media works. That's just the way it is. Okay, America doesn't control the market, but it does have a big influence on it, being America, right? So it definitely is going to put some strain on the governments to regulate. It could be a good thing. It could make them work with the crypto companies here, and especially people like Elon Musk and Kathy Woods, and these really, really smart people that can actually have conversations with the people in the government and let them know how it works and let them know that we can use this in our society, that we can make this work for our people. And if the smartest of us can do it and implement it into their businesses and make it work with them and the government, then the government is going to follow suit. And then the world is going to follow suit, right? So I think it's just a step-by-step thing. I think this needs to happen for this to happen. And I think this needs to happen for this to happen. And it's a definite step-by-step process. And the more places that adopt crypto and the more places that give their residents Bitcoin, and it's going to have a positive effect. And I think it's going to really, really affect the price of Bitcoin majorly in the long run, because the more American country, counties, states, capitals, whatever, are implementing Bitcoin into their economy and into their way of life, then it becomes a daily thing. Then it becomes adopted by everybody, because once things become normal, people aren't scared of them anymore. People don't fear them and they embrace them. And so I think that's going to be a huge part of the future adoption of Bitcoin into the next 50 years of society, guys. So, good question, man. Really good question. I think, man, there's several in here that have got me really thinking. So I'm gonna have to think of who's the winner if we get 14 more people over here. I think we can do it, but there's some really good questions here. Let's see. Now we get good questions. Suresh CN had some good questions. Anand and Hephaestus, and there was a couple other ones too. Shankar. Can be seen with analogy of languages. That's so true. That's a good thought right there, man. You got a good mind. Crypto and fiat can be seen with analogy of languages. Okay, yeah, that's a good point. I would like to elaborate on that even more, because um, it is a language. It is coding. It is the language of cryptography, right? So what Bitcoin is and what cryptocurrency is, it's short for cryptography, right? And what cryptography is a code and it's basically like a riddle on a computer, right? And it's this bunch of numbers that have to correlate with a bunch of other numbers. And so it's like cryptography. And so that's what you have. It's a language in the computer, and it's a language of money. It turns money into a language, dude. I like that you said that, because that's exactly what happens. Um, Northside Jeff, what's up, my dude? You notice it's kind of bright in here tonight, right? Because I have the lamp. I finally got my refund today for the lamp being stolen. So luckily, I got my new lamp and I got my refund. So you're welcome, bro. Thanks for asking the question. I really appreciate it. In Ethereum, when it was at 188, I said you are crazy. Ooh! That's what's up, dude. I'm happy for that, dude. That's cool. Man, some people are good people, man. I like to give blessings to people, but that's something new that I did because I'm single, and like I didn't have, a lot of people to take care of except myself, and I saw God just throwing money my way. So that's why I give money away like this on here and to people in my life. And I don't live lavishly. Yeah, I have a nice TV. Yeah, I have a okay laptop. Yeah, I have the best phone you can get, but I don't drive a Mercedes. I don't live in a mansion. I don't have a pool. I live kind of modestly for the way that I am, and I don't plan to live a life of luxury even if I become rich. Will I move into a bigger house? Yeah. Will I Still have Bitcoin? Oh yeah. Dude, if I'm rich, oh man, that would be my favorite thing if I was rich, is to just buy a bunch of different crypto. I would literally go play with the market. If I had $1 billion, like say I had $10 billion, right? I would take $1 billion and I would take it and I would go mess with the crypto market in a good way. I would try to make like honest little projects, I'd try to make them rich. I would try to make everybody that held those little coins as rich, pump it as high as possible, and then tell everybody to sell secretly, like sell at the top. Now I'm gonna pull the rug, and then just pull the rug on the developers that normally do it to us. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. It makes you mad when they do that sometimes, right? You just want to do, but I would definitely manipulate the markets for the good of everybody, though. I would definitely be looking out for the little guy. Hey, thanks, bro. I appreciate it. Get Hex. Isn't that Richard dude that everybody doesn't like that is the leader of Hex? I don't know if I want that kind of controversy. Pulse by sacrificing some coins. Okay. Should I leave that on there, guys, or should I take that off? I mean, is Hex good or bad, guys? I mean, I've never really looked into it. I've always heard that it's a cheesed off coin, that it's just BS. So I don't know. Awesome answer, and just as I was thinking as well. Well, man, you made me think in that question, bro. You're really good at asking questions. I think you think a lot along the same way that I do. So, I just got in last year. Oh, you joined Telegram, right on. Yeah, I know that. Yeah, Shankar, your name is Shankar Kai over there. I know. Or not Shankar Kai, but Shankar Sai? Hold on, I know it's something like that. I've seen you a bunch of times. It's been a while though. I know your name is Pusapaletti here, but it's different on here. I know that. Right? Let's go way up here then. I know I can just look right here. Did you change your name in there? Cause yeah, you're not in there anymore, bro. Shankar? It doesn't show you in here anymore. Huh. You must have left the group. Or changed your, oh, you changed your name. That's what you said. Yeah. Okay. Are you Sarth Meta? Or no, that was a different guy. What'd you change your name to? Tens Raphael? Oh well, you can tell me later. Who knew I would get in trouble for watching WWE, right? You just got into crypto this year? Oh, that's cool, man. If I had known about crypto 5 years, yeah, right. Oh man, if I would have known about crypto 5 years ago, actually I did, guys, and that's the thing. I literally said it was garbage. I said it was stupid. I said it was the dumbest thing that ever could have existed, and now I am an idiot for saying that. Honestly, because why I say I'm an idiot, not just because I like to call people stupid, like myself. No, but because I didn't understand what I was saying was stupid. I didn't understand what I was saying about this thing. That's why I said it was stupid. Not because, yeah, oh, I didn't invest in Bitcoin. No. Now, if I would have researched it and looked into it and figured out what it was and then didn't like it still, then okay, you did your research, you looked into it, and you didn't find something you liked. That's fine. But not actually looking at what it is first and making a decision or there he is. Oh, see, Shankar Sai. Yeah, it wasn't Shankar Kai, it's Shankar Sai. That's right. Yeah, I knew he was here. I didn't know he left, though. I was wondering about that. Um, Thanks for coming back to the group. I appreciate it. Got in about a year ago. Sold too many times that I should have held. I know. Yeah, so look what happened with me in the graph, right, guys? So I did make 70 bucks. But if I would have held it, went up to $1.09, right? So I would have made probably 100 bucks or more. But so I'm not really too mad about losing 25 bucks, because what if I would have held, right? And then it would have went back down to the original price that I bought at, and then I wouldn't have made that $70 profit. So there is a time for patience, but there is also a time to take your profits. Now, you did say that you sold your, wasn't that you, Jeff, that said you sold your Matic, right? We had talked about you selling your Matic. Well, it did go up a lot higher. You sold it like a $1.20 something, 25 if I remember correctly, and then it went up to a $1.40. Don't feel bad about that, bro. That was a good sell. You doubled your money. You made a nice profit. Okay, if you would have waited longer, you would have got $1.40. But what if you would have waited longer and it went down? There's always a chance that if you wait too long, it can go down and you miss your opportunity. Now, it could keep going up. That's why you were smart taking your profits. But if it goes back down after you take your profits, then the money that you have invested is way less than what you invested, because you took your profits up here, right? So that's why when I see it go above the profits nicely, I take it all out, wait for a reset, and then put it all back in. Either all of the original purchase and keep the extra. That's the smart way to do it. Instead of just taking your profit out and leaving your original investment, because when that goes back down, your original investment is going to go down too. And now you have in there less, because you already took your profits, than what you originally had. Because your profits were, say you had 25 Ethereum. Well, it went up and you took out 5 Ethereum of your profits, right? Well, now you only have 15 Ethereum. So when it goes back down, you bought in at 20 grand, you sold everything over 20 grand, like, $5,000 or whatever. We'll just say 5,000. That isn't the exact price, but we'll say 5,000, and you still have the 20,000. Well, when that goes back down, you're only going to have 12,000 now, right? So you're actually lost money, because 5,000 and 12,000 is only 17,000. You invested 20,000. So you did sell for a profit, but now the stuff that you have left in there went down and you lost money anyway. So that is, I would be careful to do that, bro, because you could end up losing all of your profit that way, and actually some of your money. So the smart thing to do, not financial advice, but what I would do is, when I get a big profit, take it all out, take your profit off to the side, take the money you originally invested, wait for it to go back down, maybe even to a lower price, put that money back into the market, right? And then you don't have to worry about all the profit that you just took affecting your original investment money, right? You don't want to put in 20,000, take 5,000 in profit, and then only have 12,000 left after that. Yeah, at first you had 25,000 when you took the 5,000 out, right? But then the 20,000 you had left goes back down to 12,000. Well, the 5,000 in profit you took doesn't even give you back the money that you invested, right? So be careful with that, because you could really hurt yourself in that kind of a sense if you just hold and only sell your profits. That's why I don't do that. I don't just sell the profit. Never have, never will. And for that reason that I told you only. Now, if the market's going to keep going up, that is a risk. Then maybe sometimes, okay, when I think we're in a bull market and say I've already made $1,000 off of, say, Cardano. We'll just say this, Cardano. I already made $1,000 off Cardano. Well, we're still in a bull market, and I think Cardano is still going to go up. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some profits, and then I'm going to let it keep going up. But then when I think it's at the highest point, I'm going to pull it all out and be like, okay, I'm done. Don't get greedy. Don't leave it in there too long, because, yeah, you'll take your profits. You made a good profit, but then your original investment shrinks, and then you're actually losing money. So don't get tricked by that. Yeah. Do you still have that? Dude, that is cool. I love it when stuff like that happens. He didn't even remember he had Ethereum. Yeah, because when you only put a couple $100 in there, I could show you my $200 Ethereum purchases too. I love that, man. Yeah, I did too. But I probably sold about 3 Ethereum. I didn't have quite as much as your buddy did or your brother did. Yeah. How many did you say he had? I don't remember how many you told me he got. 5,000. Oh, you didn't tell me. You just kind of said that. So that would be like 25 Ethereum more, 26 Ethereum. Wow. Dude, that's cool. All right, guys. I think we're done for the night. We've been on for a couple hours now. We had some fun. We watched some wrestling. We got our first warning on YouTube. Hopefully that's the last one. If you haven't, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. I'd love to hear from you in the comments. I'm probably going to do live streams every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So 5 days a week. We're going to do live streams. So only Tuesdays and Thursdays are the days we're not doing live streams. So, yeah, awesome. So, all right, guys, that being said, you know what time it is. Goodbye and good Bitcoin. Bang!